All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, October 24th, set today by Yank. Let's see what Yank has for us. Politico with cases of kleptomania, megalomania, logorrhea. All right, cases we've seen before, the outer letters, like the casings of, and the outer letters of those three words spell Kamala, of course, although I think they were chosen since they probably apply more to her rival. But anyway, moving on. Money, pure and simple, reportedly area of dispute. Reportedly sounds like a homophone. Area of dispute. So is the definition money then? Pure and simple. I mean, those words go so well together. No, I don't get that. How about tube, in which post-mortems in part returned? Oh, is it a hidden clue with reversal? Ah, yes, the inside post-mortems. Luckily, we have the M. We have metro backwards. All right. One taking and playing clarinets. I think we had an anagram of a clarinet not too long ago. So what is this anagram? One taking. Oh, I wonder if it's an IST. Got to begin with that L. One taking. Oh, I should be able to get that, but I'm just not seeing the anagram. No, I'm going to move on. A hunk of beef picked up as well. It may be labeled B. Well, picked up, I think, is another homophone indicator. Is it a homophone of a hunk of beef? Or I'm wondering if it could be as well, could be two, T-double-O, but that would be a homophone of TWO, and I can see if the definition is it may be labeled B, it's something like rank 2 or level 2, but some word for hunk of beef. I'm just not getting that either. I'm thinking I'm a little slow here at the beginning. Flyer in tailspin, he won't get out alive. So an anagram of flyer, and a lifer is someone who's in prison for life, so he won't get out alive. All right. I lecture, mostly describing how Irvin Welsh writes. He's the train spotting guy, right? He has it in Scots, right? The Scots dialect. Could it be something like in I'd like it to be in dialect, but we have elect there, but I don't see where the D would come from or the A. No, I'm going to have to come back to that one. All right, let's do this and then go back to the acrosses. What to shoot in Grand Canyon? On reflection, what to shoot at St. Andrews? Photos. Wow. Well, St. Andrews, of course, is golf. I'm wondering if on reflection, it's going to be flog. Yeah. And then photos. picks, snaps. No, I don't get it. All right, back to the acrosses. Do some bonding, embracing one mafia member. So I'm thinking maybe it's the definition is mafia member, and it's going to be a word for do some bonding, and that's going to embrace an I for one. What's a mafia member? We've had Don. Conciliary, is that how you pronounce that? No, that's a tricky one. All right, how about relax with musical instrument and East End pooch? Well, East End is usually the same as Cockney. We're going to drop an H for something. A pooch could be a hound, so then maybe ound at the end. So then the definition would be relax. We have that T. Oh, sit around has a sitar as the instrument, and then our ound. That's a good one. Ooh, so now K something S. Area of dispute. Ooh, Kosovo. Oh no, that's 6 letters. What am I thinking of? All right. Sick and tired, in total disarray. Okay. Sick. Are you? Fed up, I suppose. I like fed up. If I'm sick and tired of something, I'm fed up. But where is the in total disarray? It sounds like maybe an anagram of a word for total. Yeah, I'm not very confident in that, although in dialect is looking good. And maybe this is going to be picks at the end. What to shoot in Grand Canyon. Of course, maybe we have to separate Grand Canyon. No. Oh, Dalton followed him and Heath east. I'm wondering if it's Timothy Dalton followed. Did he follow Roger Moore in the role of James Bond? But yes, a Heath could be a Moore, and then E for East. All right, lucky there that Timothy Dalton popped in my head. Oh, that one down is looking very interesting. Red meat I'm. Well, that's 9 letters. Cooking for Paul's lovely subject. Well, I don't think it's going to be Paul, the other crossword setter. But which Paul is it? Paul McCartney? Lindsay DePaul? No, let's see. So red meat I'm. Yeah, let's try the anagram helper. Why not? Yes, meter maid. That's actually quite a close shuffle there. And it is Paul McCartney. Lovely Rita, meter maid. All right. There's a very dated reference. Prince is not so thirsty. Wow. I like it, but I don't get it. Big mice, 2 owl, predatory bird. I presume it's a predatory bird. What? Big mice to owl snacks? Big mice. Rats? No, I don't see that. Stalled in orbit, passing over City of London. Well, City of London, I think, can be EC from the postcode. And so I'm wondering if a word for in orbit will go around EC, and then it's going to mean stalled. Yeah, I don't see that. Made out like someone with acne. Well, spotted comes to mind, and I think, yeah, if you made out as in you looked and you saw something in the distance, then you spotted it, you made it out, and someone with acne might be spotted. All right. Domingo notably worked as a porter. All right, well, I think it's Placido Domingo. And if you work or anagram as a porter, I think you'll get Opera Star, which is also a great song by Neil Young and Crazy Horse on the underrated Reactor album. All right, parts of skunks trimmed for offal. Is it a hidden clue? I think awful is going to be the definition. Can't think of a 5-letter word for that. To detect solar event, natural ability. No. Actually, let me go back to the downs. A couple of drinks raised. Grouse. Well, with the U and the M, I'm immediately thinking of rum and raised, I think, a murmur. It's not really grouse. I may be wrong. Maybe, excuse me, rum is one of the drinks and it's something myrrh at the end, but yeah, I don't. I can see that there might be a murmur of disapproval, but could also be a murmur of in a positive way, couldn't it? All right, posted where jouster may be seen. Oh, I think, yeah, if something is posted, it is in the mail, and a jouster may be wearing chainmail. I think that's how that works. Look up, there's drink all around, you can bank on it. Wow. I'm wondering if we reverse the word look and then put a drink all around it, and we get something you can bank on. Ooh, I'm wondering about pool table and bank shots. Um, yeah, I think I was just thinking of OL. I could be low actually. Look up, low, look. Ah, and there's potable. Yeah, I think potable is an adjective, but I think it can be a noun as well for things that can be drunk. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Get the latest sauce. 5-2. Excuse me. Get the latest. Oh, catch up. I think it's catch up, which sounds like ketchup. Now, there's nothing there. Well, I think maybe get might be doing double duty. To get the latest is to catch up, but if you get it, maybe you hear it. And of course, ketchup doesn't really sound like catch up. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if anyone at 15 squared questions that one. All right, wee fellow loses last of cash, which would be the H, gaining bit of courage to make do. I'm thinking scrimp would be to make do. Yes, so a wee fellow would be a shrimp. Loses the H, but it gains the first letter of courage instead to make scrimp. Upwardly mobile, Greek characters tinkled in American trash. That's a good one. I think it might be American trash, like a dustpan or dump something. Yeah, I think it's going to be some Greek letters going backwards. But what's the tinkled? No, I need more letters for that, I think. All right, chat with Italian like the Beatles. Is it going to be a word for chat with an I or IT? And it's going to mean like the Beatles. Our mop top would fit like the Beatles, but I don't see how that would be chat with Italian. No, Gus standing up to abandon Leonard in grand display. Well, Gus standing up could be SUG. To abandon Leonard. No, don't get it. May as well finish this. Concepts central to Levant. Well, concepts, I thought of ideas. And I suppose I'm warming up because I realized those are the inner letters of Mideast. That's good. I like that one. All right, let's finish. We had our solar event. Oh, a flare, maybe. Yes, but it's a homophone. You detect the FLARE, but it's actually the natural ability FLAIR. All right. Mexican chaps invite bridge partners in separately for beers. Well, beers I'm thinking are going to be home brews. Yes, and we have our hombres. And they invite East and West bridge partners separately for our homebrewed beer. All right, Watson's boss. Is that Sherlock? Materialistic chap is bankrupt. Well, I think it must be a word for bankrupt ending in up. Is there another Watson who has a famous boss? Oh, there is. Alexander Graham Bell. The first words on the spoken on his telephone were what was it? Watson, come here, I need you. And so his boss is Bell. A materialistic chap is a yuppie, or yup for short, and if a business goes bankrupt, it goes belly up. All right, locale of Hardy novels with Elizabeth's favorite. So this is a double definition, but just relying on some general knowledge that I've never read a Hardy novel, but I think they're set in the fictitious county of Wessex. Is that right? Maybe there is a real county. Why do I think it's fictitious? Um, Let me pause and check myself before I wreck myself. Well, thank goodness I am right. There was no county or shire of Wessex, but Thomas Hardy used an ancient Anglo-Saxon kingdom, and I presume that's where the Earl of Wessex got his name too, who was one of Elizabeth I's favorite. Oh, so now 20 down. American tinkled in American trash. Surely that's sex, unless it's um, something to do with the Red Sox, the White Sox. Upwardly mobile. Greek characters. Tinkled. Wow, why am I not thinking of a hyphenated word that's going to be one, either American trash or upwardly mobile? Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Oh, I am thinking now of a word for awful would be tripe. Now, how's that? Parts of skunks trimmed? Oh, skunks have stripes, of course. We know from the cartoon where Pepe Le Pew is always chasing after a poor unfortunate cat that gets a stripe on it. But the S's are removed from the stripes. Ah, it's not sex or socks. It's to deep six something, which is American slang for to trash something or remove it. So I do see tinkle now is peed. Oh, and the Greek character is xi in the plural, and peed. They are all upwardly mobile. That's a very clever one. All right. Oh, a grand display might be an array. I think we have to think for Leonard, we have to think of Sugar Ray. And the SUG from Sugar Ray is removed. Standing up, reversed, abandons Sugar Ray. Another very tricky one. All right, here's now my chat. Oh, a chat could be a confab. Ah, yes, a with in Italian is con. And if you're like the Beatles, you are fab. All right, we had two Beatle references. Lovely Rita Metermaid. And the Fabs. Are there any others? We do have an X and a Y and a W. Are we going to have a pangram here? Well, we haven't had a Q or a J, I think, so maybe not. All right, bottom half is looking all right. So maybe if EC is in the middle, is it at the end, passing over City of London? Yeah, don't quite see it. Here's our prince is not so thirsty. I think it is the late Prince Rainier of Monaco. And so it's just a double definition. I suppose if the land is not so thirsty, it's because it's rainier. That's a bit of a stretch, I think. Oh, of course, the area of dispute I should have thought would be Kashmir. Money is cash with a C. Pure and simple is mere, M-E-R-E, but reportedly is a homophone of both of those. All right. All right, let me try my anagram now of clarinets. One taking. Oh, well, I think it's a larcenist, which is not a word I've heard of, but I suppose someone who practices larceny. All right, stalled must be static. In orbit, passing over city of London. How is that one working? Yeah, I don't see that at all. So we'll check 15 squared. Probably something very obvious. I'm just not seeing it. So yeah, I think this must be in dialect. I lecture mostly. Yeah, I still don't get that one, but I'm going to leave it in. What to shoot? You shoot the rapids. That's clever. Nice cryptic definition there. On reflection there, oh, you want to shoot par. Um, oh, and I think photos then might be IDs. So the par is on reflection reversed, but I think then your photos are your photos question mark because yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. All right, what is this mafia member? Oh, a soldier. Yes, so to solder, which takes in one or I to become a soldier in the mafia. Oh, a side. Yes, side two of a record. Maybe labeled B, indeed. So there we go. Just 15. Big mice to owl. Big is oversize, OS. Mice to owl is prey. To give an osprey a predatory bird. I always assume the word predatory has the same root as prey. So I think that's a bit of a cheat, but anyway. All right, I don't think it was quite a pangram, was it? Anyway, let's check all. Everything stayed in, including a few I wasn't completely sure of. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, our blogger today is one I haven't seen before, Leeds Climber. And I suppose he blogs The Independent. He heard that yesterday's Enigmatist was quite the beast. It absolutely was. And this was a relative romp in comparison. Yeah. I mean, I'm under 30 minutes here of video time, a little longer of real time. Few clues I felt were somewhat on the for side. All right. None of the ones I made a note of. And Yank, if I'm wrong about 10 across, I'll wash my own mouth out. All right. And so there were some, yes, there were US references. Bank Shot and Deep Six. All right. All right, so I think I followed the crosses. What was the one he didn't understand 29? Oh, yeah, and actually I effed up is in total disarray. Oh, I didn't make a note of that one, but yeah. All right. Roger Moore, lovely Rita. Yeah. But 17, oh, in orbit is ecstatic. Ignoring, passing over means ignoring or removing the City of London EC. Wow. All right. Um, yeah, I think I followed all of these. Yeah, Wessex double definition. I think so. Um, oh, yeah, yeah, so I think I just assumed, I think I was confusing Wessex with Essex, who was Elizabeth I's favorite. Of course, no, Wessex is, must be Edward. Ah, her favorite child, for obvious reasons, I think. Anyway, in dialect, I is India. Yeah, of course. I think very rarely have I even ever seen this where the letter is given and we have to replace it with a phonetic alphabet word. Usually it's the other way round. So India and then most of lecture. That's very clever. Rapids, photos is IDs. Yeah. I'm not sure why he has SDI. Anyway, murmur is two rums. Yeah. 18, least favorite clue today. Sounded like on ketchup. Yeah, I can't really see how that's indicated in the wording. Yeah. Oh, what was the one he made a bet with? 10 across. Yeah, so that fed up one. All right, what a great fun solving this. I had to, oh, so yeah, I think I've lived in the US long enough to just take Bankshot for granted, and didn't realize that I wouldn't have known that if I had stayed in Ireland. So, Sugar Ray Leonard. Elizabeth's favorite was Essex. Yeah, so that's where I got tripped up. And Rapids, only par is reversed. Yeah. Da, 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 da. With and Essex. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, so a few different theories on that. Anyway, I'm very happy to be out of here in about 30 minutes compared to yesterday's. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a wonderful day.